Hi there, this is Crystal, and I'm back with my 2018 Michigan mini album. So this is a mini album I'm creating to document our trip to Michigan in 2018. There are a couple videos before this, so I will be sure to link those down below, and you can go check them out if you haven't already. But the page that I'm working on today, so I have a few pages in here done. I'm up to about right here, I think. So this is where I'm going to be starting, and these are the pages I'm going to work on. This one's already done. It's the other side that I'm going to be working on today. So there are quite a few pages here, and to make this process a bit simpler, to take a bit less time, I've already done some of the work. So I've chosen the cards that I want to use, and I've chosen the papers. These 3 cards, and I think there's one more here. Yep. So these 4 cards actually are from the September Life Crafted kit. That's the Explore Life Crafted kit from Citrus Twist Kits. And this is also from that kit. This is the one of the printable cards from that kit. This paper is from the add-on kit for September. And then I've gone ahead and added one more paper. This is from Pink Fresh Studios Out and About. It was in, I believe, the June scrapbook add-on. But I will double check that and make sure I link it below if I can find it. Okay, so that's what I've done so far. I still need to trim down my photos and do all of the journaling and embellishing and all of that good stuff. So I'm gonna put you on fast forward and go ahead and get started.
So I'm going to start with just the first page, or the first 2 facing pages, that is, and work on each set of facing pages individually, just to keep my desk a little bit clearer and so that I can focus on just a couple pages at a time. So I'm starting with these first 2, and I definitely need something behind this photo. It felt like it was just blending into that white background a little bit too much, and I really like this dark blue paper from the September Life Crafted kit, the Explore kit, but this tiny piece is all I have left. So I was trying to figure out if I could kind of piece it together somehow and make it work, but really there's not enough here. So I end up just using it on the bottom of my photo, and I feel like that gives it enough of a separation from the background page, and it doesn't bother me to have it just partially matted. So I also need to add a title, since this is the first page of this section of my album. So I decided to do this on the Explore card. This is one of the printable cards from the Explore kit. And I didn't make you watch me place all those tiny tile alphas, but I just spelled out Pierce Stocking Scenic Drive, which is where all of these photos were taken. And then below that there was a little blank to add a location, and I just hand wrote Sleeping Bear Dunes there so that it was clear that that was part of Sleeping Bear Dunes. And then I stamped the date and made a total mess of the card by having ink on my fingers as usual. I'm a super messy stamper. It happens all the time, and I have learned to just live with ink splotches on my cards. I tried to kind of wipe it off or erase it off, but because that was a card that I had printed at home, it didn't come off at all. So you can still see it, and you'll see it in the close-up photos. It's not terrible, and it's certainly, I'm not going to reprint the card just because of a little inky blotch. So I'll live with it. Okay, so I am also going to add some embellishments to the rest of the cards on this page. So I just went through both the printables and the die cuts that come in the Explore kit and pulled out a few things that I thought might work, and I'm just going to kind of play around and see what looks good to me. So I have that little gray label on the picture to the bottom left, and I did add a little die cut there, but I decided to replace that with one of the puffy stickers here in just a minute. Those black die cuts, I really struggled to use them in this album. I like the sentiments and I like the way that they look, but they just looked too dark every time I tried to put them on a page. So I think I'm going to have to use them in another project. They just aren't working for me on these pages. So instead I used that Today puffy sticker in red, and I really like how it picks up on the red in the paper and the embellishments that I'm adding to the right side. So speaking of embellishing the right side, I've decided to use a little gray label from the sticker sheet from the Explore kit and add that behind my photo. I'm trying really hard not to cover up the sentiment on that background paper. It says enjoy the journey, and I want to keep that there. So I placed the label strategically so that wouldn't be covered, and then added a little tab that said going. and then also stapled that down. And because I'm using the other side of this paper, I didn't want to staple all the way through, so I just stapled through the embellishment layers and my photo without stapling through the background paper. I feel like it needs just a little something else, so I went through the die cuts again to find a label that would work below my photo. I'm going to end up going with this smaller one, and I'm just going to write Lake Michigan Overlook, which is one of the stops on the Pier Stocking Scenic Drive. That is where all of these photos were taken. So I feel like it needs just a little bit more embellishment, and I've been wanting to use this stamp set. This is the September stamp set, so I'm going to grab a bunch of inks and some scrap paper and give this stamp set a go. So I have a piece of paper here that is going to let me stamp a bunch of different iterations of this stamp set. So this is kind of a mix and match set. It has an outside circle and then a bunch of things that fit inside, and then other things that you can put together in different ways as well, but I want to use one of the circles. So I stamped a couple in a teal color and a couple in gray, and I'm also going to stamp one in red. Right now I'm just testing out 2 different reds to see which one matches the red in this kit the best. And I end up going with one, I think it's Well Red from Studio Calico, and then I also have Clean Slate from Studio Calico and a Hero Arts teal ink that I can't quite remember the name of. Maybe it's Pool or something like that. I will link it below if I can find it. So I'm just kind of building up different combinations of colors and stamps from this stamp set, just creating these large embellishments that I can use throughout my album. So I'll use one on this page, and then the rest I'll keep to use later on. So I stamped Let's Wander in a couple different variations. I'm also going to do the same thing with the Explore stamp, using both the clouds and the mountains that are on this stamp set, just to create something interesting and to give myself some options. I love this stamp set. It's adorable, and I love that you can create so many different stamps. And if you can see there, I have on the back of the stamp set, on the back of the packaging, it gives you ideas for how to put these stamps together to create embellishments. So I have that right in front of me as inspiration to kind of see what might work and what will fit together. And I love that they do that. I love that they give you examples, because I tend to be a little bit lost when I'm just faced with a stamp set like this, and I'm not really sure how to put it together in a way that will work for my pages. I have lots of stamp sets that are like this that I've never used because I've never really been able to envision what they'll look like. And if I can't see it, then you know, I'm not going to grab it and use it on my page. So I really love that they do that. Okay, so I have 4 different options now. I'm going to grab a punch to punch these out. So this is a 2-inch circle punch. It's from EK Success, and I used to really love it. I love having a large circle punch, but mine is not working correctly. So you can see I have to punch it from 2 different directions. It's like it's got some dull areas, and I've tried sharpening it with tin foil like they say to do, and nothing is working. So if anybody has any tips about how to sharpen your punches, or what else you might be able to do to get them to work properly, I'm all ears. Please let me know in the comments below, because I really miss having a well-functioning circle punch. And actually a few of my punches are like this, so I am definitely open to any advice you have for me. But I do actually get them punched. It takes me a minute, but I do get them punched out. And I end up going with one that says Explore, and it has blue clouds and gray Explore, and then a blue circle or teal circle around it, and I really like the way that turned out. Okay, so moving on to the next page. So this is the back side of the full page, and then another pocket page with 2 3x4s. And I have one of the 3x4 cards from the Explore kit, and I'm just adding a photo to the center of it. But I have to trim it down because I want to be sure that I leave, there's a spot on the bottom for location and date, and I want to make sure I can still see that and use that. So I was just trimming it down so that it would fit between the sentiment at the top and those labels at the bottom. And then I also really love this card that said "Yay for Today," but I don't have room to use it as a full card, so I decided just to trim out the sentiment and use it as an embellishment instead. And I do actually end up trimming it out even more. I'll end up fussy cutting it here in a little bit, just because it was a little bit too big for the space that I wanted to put it in. So again, I'm just going through the die cuts and the cut apart elements that come with this kit, and picking out any that I think might work on these two spreads or these two pages. And I pull out quite a few things. I do end up using that Explore tag. I really like that on this background, so I will end up using that. And you may have noticed that I pulled out a piece of paper, a little kind of scrap of the grid paper that came in this kit, and added it to the bottom of my photo, but it had a chunk missing out of it. So it was just a scrap from something else, I think from the cover page when I had backed the cut file that I used for my cover page. So it had just a little like half circle cut out of it, but I'm going to use it anyway and just cover up that corner with another embellishment, and you won't ever know that it wasn't a full square or a full rectangle of paper that I used to add my journaling on. So I just fussy cut out that sentiment from the card, and now it's just basically an embellishment I can add to the top of my page. And I added a little banner to the bottom right photo, but I felt like it needed a little bit something else, so I'm just looking through the other bits and pieces that I have to see what else might work. And going back and forth because I'm being very indecisive about everything. So kind of jumping around, and once I've decided on something, then sticking it down and then going on and trying other things in other spots, and eventually it all comes together. So I have two little tabs, and these are actually tabs that I punched out from papers that were in the Explore kit. So after I used the papers to back the cut file that I used for my title page, I had a bunch of different little scraps, and I just decided to use a couple punches from my stash to punch out shapes that I could then use throughout the album to kind of tie in those papers to the rest of the album. And by having them already pre-punched, I'm way more likely to use them than if I would have to go and grab punches each time I wanted a little tab or a little circle. So I just took care of that ahead of time off camera, and now I have them along with the other die cuts from this kit to use. So I used a little tab cut out of the wood grain paper, and I stamped "Let's Go" on that in navy blue ink to tie in the blue from the rest of the pages. And now I can move on to the next page. So this is the back side of that 3x4 pocket page. And I love this dark green card that says Adventure Seekers. I definitely wanted to use that, but I didn't need a spot for journaling. I just needed to add a photo. So I just, again, trimmed down a photo to fit into the spot where the journaling would go on this card. And I'm going to do the same thing with this bottom photo as well. So just trimming it down to fit on that Weekend Wanderers card. Again, really love that card. The cards in this kit were absolutely perfect for this album. It was just a perfect fit. So again, going through the embellishments to see what I can add to these pages, and I end up only finding really one little piece that I thought would work. That's that Wander banner. I really like the way that it looks on that photo, and because it's such a dark card, adding that white embellishment really just lightened it up and made it not feel so heavy. So I continued to look, but ended up just sticking with that one, and then I'll come back to these cards here in a little bit and finish them up. So just sticking that down, and then I will move on to the next page. So this is the last page in this little set of pages for this album. And like I said, I used a background paper from the add-on kit, and now I'm just looking through the cards. I thought maybe I would add one of the cards to the bottom of this page, but instead I decided to add another little piece of that grid paper so that I can add just a few more lines of journaling. There was just a little bit more that I wanted to get written down here. So going through the embellishments, pulling out a few that I think will work. This little map paper is actually the bottom of a tag from the cut apart sheet that I had trimmed down. I had already used and didn't need the bottom part because it was covered by a photo, so I just trimmed that off and I was able to use that here. I just cut a little banner shape in the bottom of it, and then I also used another punch circle, so that's just a circle I punched with a 1-inch circle punch from a scrap of the paper from this kit, and added that to make a little cluster along with one of the stickers from the sticker sheet, and then that piece of grid paper to add my journaling, and finished it off with a couple tiny attacher staples, and then just adhered that to the bottom of the photo. And then at the top of the photo I added another bit from the cut apart sheet. This is a banner. It says best of today, and I decided that a few of the pages looked a little blank to me. They looked like they just needed a little something extra. So I decided to go into my stash, and because I had used that one paper from the Out and About collection, I decided to pull in a few more embellishments from that same collection. So I have the ephemera pack from Out and About by Pinkfresh Studio, and I'm just going through it and pulling out a few things that I think will work. There's also that camera there, and I think that came from a different Citrus Twist kit pack. I had a few of them out on my desk from earlier projects or from other things, and I think that's where that came from, but I will see if I can double check that and leave it in the description box below if I can find it. So the other little bits, like I said, are from the Out and About collection. I'm just adding a few little extra pieces just to finish things off and make them look a little bit more complete. I'm doing the same here with this page, so I'm just kind of working backwards through the pages that I've already completed and adding a little bit of extra embellishment. So for this one, I'm going to add another stamp below the Weekend Wanderers. I'm going to add a stamp that says I've got adventure in my soul, and I think that one is from the Traveler's Notebook stamp set from September. I'm going to just stamp that in some gray ink. And then I'm going to grab the puffy stickers from the Out and About collection, and I'm going to add a couple of those. So I'll choose a geotag in pink to add to the top of that Weekend Wanderers card, and also a little arrow in teal to add to the top photo as well. And then that's going to finish off these two cards. I can move on backwards to the other set of pages that I had. So for this one, I decided to add another little geotag to the bottom photo. I'm going to use one of the puffy stickers in blue and add that there. And then I decided to add a puffy sticker from the September Explore kit to that top card, just again to make it look a little bit more finished. And then that is it. So there are a ton of close-up photos coming up, so you can see all the little details that went into these pages. I hope that you enjoyed seeing this process and that you found some inspiration for using your kits and to get those vacation photos documented. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, I always appreciate a thumbs up. It lets me know that you like what I'm doing and that I should do more of it. And if you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button so that you'll know each time I upload a new video. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you all back here very soon.